Hello! Welcome to week 16 of the vlog. I'm still astounded I'm doing this after 16 weeks. I did set myself a challenge in January and yeah, I'm still here. Still here doing this. There's 16 weeks of me talking to a camera, essentially talking to myself. It's absolutely fantastic. So, let's see. Now this last week's just been whoop, out the window. Is the best way to describe it. Everything turned to chaos after last week. Remember that project I talked about last week that was in work? That completely took over every spare bit of time I've had. Not had a lot of downtime. However, one project sort of linked to the bigger move actually came to fruition last week. Well, part of it did. Last week I came to a decision that I needed to start sorting through some of my old items. So in some rather sad news, my Nintendo 64 and my SNES are no more. They're ex-consoles. They're no longer working. I tried multiple cables, multiple TVs. I tried the lot. Dead. It's really sad because it's a lot of years spent using those consoles and playing some really great games. Everything from the classics like GoldenEye and Conker's Bad Fur Day on the original, Mario Kart on the SNES, Stunt Racer on the SNES, Street Fighter 2, Killer Instinct. All those great games were on those consoles, and I really enjoyed them. But a lot of them actually sort of re-released on various other consoles, so you can still sort of enjoy them. Others, on the other hand, have been bastardized in other ways, or completely ruined. So yeah, I came to the decision. I had a conversation with my brother, and came to the decision that it was time to sell them. So I used a site called Retro Games. Retrogames.co.uk was the site. I got what I would probably call a fair price. I was quite surprised at the cost. The fee I would get for some of the games. They're all, I think, bar one, in very perfect condition, or near perfect condition, and yeah, I'm very impressed with the site, and I hopefully report back on my whole experience. But another sort of side to this organisation of things is that I thought I had a lot more stuff than I did, which I don't, which is, I guess, a good thing. That I don't have a lot of stuff left to sort through. But I also did something else last weekend. I slowly over the last few weeks I've come to the realisation that a side effect of the running and the sort of the preparation for the 10K has meant a change in lifestyle for me. I changed my diet. I have picked up a lot more exercise. I'm doing the fitness training sessions at least twice a week. But as well as that, particularly in this last week and a half, I've done a lot more exercise. For example, this last week I've done one exercise at least every day. So I've been for a walk. I think 2 or 3 days. Today I went for a run. I've done a lot more exercise, and it appears that side effect is that I have lost some weight. It is approximately 1 stone. That is official. I am willing to put that to camera. I have lost weight. I have lost 1 stone. I'm very impressed with that. And the main reason I could actually tell, because obviously you can't see yourself, was that my suit, which I wore for work, was getting rather loose. And I have a secondary suit. I tried that on, and it was big, and it was like huge on me. So sadly, one of the downsides to this was I had to go spend some money and go buy a new suit. So I have gone down a suit jacket size and a suit trouser size. A trouser size in general, really. I'm quite impressed with myself. It fits comfortably in the new size. This is all good news for the wedding later in the year. But yeah, no, quite pleased with that. I'm not really that fussed about it. I'm comfortable with where I am now. It doesn't bother me. It's a nice benefit to have. But it does lead me on to another point, is that last weekend I also sort of drew a lot of clothing. So people in the US, I understand, probably don't actually have this, but we have charity bags. These are very large, almost like bin liners. And I filled 4 of those with clothes. These were clothes that were very well worn. They were quite old. Some of them maybe about 10 years old, which is quite... makes me feel old. Some of them were, as I said, quite old, but some were quite large on me, and I mean very large. I mean, I've always preferred clothes loose. I don't like tight clothes. It's not me. But yeah, I came to the decision last weekend that I would get rid of a lot of my clothes, and well, not a lot, I'd get rid of some. Turned out it was a lot. It was 4 bags worth, and they're all going off to charity to be either recycled or reused. I've found a good home, as anything like that should be. I really would be an advocate of sort of recycling things, or where needs be, actually sending out to those who are in need of the clothing. Yeah, so I guess that's it really. I really was struggling for a topic this week, but I guess my experience of last weekend, whereby I'm beginning to clear my things out and organise them and box things down, has sort of taken over the topic this week. Yeah, I guess that's it for this week. Tomorrow is the beginning of a 4-day weekend in the UK. Good Friday. It is the Saints Wigan game. I will be there in attendance with my brother. It's going to be a very interesting game. Local derby game of Saints versus Wigan, the 2 rival towns going at it at Hammer and Tong. So I'll be attending that. And the rest of my weekend, I don't plan on doing a lot. I think it's definitely a weekend of relaxation. Definitely end it, I think. Maybe I'll catch up on Cosmos. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate I do ramble on from time to time on these things. As always, please do feel free to ask me a question, what you would like me to answer, anything. I'm open to any topics, any suggestions. Please comment on this. Grab me in the street. Talk to me in real life. Send me a message via Facebook. Send me a message on Twitter. Message me on Twitter. Get a hold of me any means, and I'm more than happy to answer any queries. Generally within reason, but I'll go with that. And apparently my things are falling down behind me, which is rather spooky. Nah, not spooky. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. 3rd time said that. And I will speak to you soon.